Today is the deadline for former President Trump's legal team to hand over documents to the January 6th committee. Lawmakers formally subpoenaed Trump last month after they said they had overwhelming evidence the former president orchestrated an effort to overturn the 2020 presidential election results. Congressional correspondent Scott MacFarlane is here in Studio 57 to discuss. Good to see you.
Likewise.
So, we played a soundbite earlier of the former president at a rally this weekend or this week saying, I won 2 elections. And we, of course, know that that's false. But he's still talking about the big lie. So the question becomes for this committee, do we know if he's cooperating with the committee on these subpoenas? Because he says this stuff in public all the time, but I wonder if he's willing to say it to an investigatory committee.
There's been zero indication he's cooperated with this subpoena, which requires documents by today and an in-person deposition on or about November 14th, a week and a half from now. There are 2 things to keep in mind. First of all, these deadlines are binding. It is a duly composed legislative committee, and they have prosecuted 2 people for defying the committee's subpoenas before, Steve Bannon and former trade advisor Peter Navarro. But the second thing to keep in mind is this committee has been flexible with its deadlines in the past. There have been other witnesses, some subpoenaed, some sought voluntarily, who have gone past the deadlines and still cooperated, and the committee has accommodated that. One committee member told me they're open to being flexible with the deadlines, but they want the records and they want the testimony.
I mean, being flexible with a deadline 7-8 months ago is one thing.
Right.
But right now, they're facing a deadline. Like they are running out of runway, if you will.
Yeah.
So if he doesn't comply with the subpoena, could they? I guess they could go to the Justice Department with a criminal referral.
With one step in between, yes, they'd have to go to the full U.S. House and get a full vote recommending a criminal prosecution. They did that with Steve Bannon. They did that with Peter Navarro. They did that with 2 others, with Mark Meadows and with former social media advisor Dan Scavino. The Justice Department moved forward with prosecutions for 2 of those, Bannon and Navarro. Navarro is in court today, goes to trial later this month. You don't need to have the committee still be composed and still be seated for the Justice Department to move on a recommendation. The Department of Justice, if it gets a recommendation to prosecute for contempt of Congress, could do so in 2029. But those recommendations would likely have to come if the Democrats control the House, which, as we all have been saying, could end in January.
So at this point, committee members have been saying, or we know that they're sort of split on whether or not they want Trump to testify in a live setting. I know that he's made noises that he would gladly do that. I'm sure maybe his lawyers are probably telling him not to do it.
Yeah.
But why are the committee members split? I think that, look, I suspect because we live in this highly polarized world where even if he basically gave it all away, people who support him would still say he did a great job, right? That's the way that things are these days. So why not give him the opportunity to testify full front and center before the American people?
At least 2 members of this committee have said they'd be open to the possibility of a publicly televised live deposition. They really want the testimony, and they're going to be flexible and get it under whatever parameters they can get it. But again, there's a clock ticking on that idea. This committee, as Anne-Marie said, has only weeks left in its existence. The deadline is haunting and approaching, and the committee is going to have to move quickly to get whatever it wants from the former president.
Right, it's like midnight Cinderella, right?
That's right.
Yeah, everything just puffs in a puff of smoke. Scott MacFarlane, thank you very much.
Thanks,
See you
Scott.
both.
Good to see you here.